It's been a terrifying night for the residents of southern Türkiye who were shook quite literally just after 8 p.m. local time when this magnitude 6.4 earthquake struck. I'm about 200 kilometres north of where this new earthquake has hit, just near Antakya. But here in Adana, I can tell you it was really scary. We were in our hotel rooms. It went for about 40 seconds. You could hear people running out of their hotel rooms into the corridors, screaming. I jumped under a desk, as per the advice, to try and keep ourselves safe in this environment. And then the lights went out, the power was cut. We could hear people that were running out onto the streets outside, people who had been eating dinner, because it is that time around dinner time when people are going into their homes here. They all ran out in the streets. There was a lot of chaos, and there still is now. Behind me is a building that has been just cordoned off by Turkish disaster management authorities. This is a building that they believe will collapse anytime soon because of this new earthquake. And so all the residents from around here have been evacuated. You can probably see, if I come around quickly, there are emergency management personnel just here. And further around, you can see there are dozens of people that are on the street because this is the situation in southern Türkiye at the moment. People cannot be in their homes. It's just not safe. And here in Adana, there was some damage. Some buildings did collapse and people were killed here in that first initial earthquake. But things have kind of returned to relative normality here. But now people have been thrust back into this terrifying nightmare. Further south, we know in areas around Antakya, where we've brought you so many stories from and so much coverage from over the last fortnight, we are hearing from witnesses there on the ground that more buildings have collapsed. And across the border into Syria as well, we're hearing reports from places like Idlib and Aleppo in Jinderis that more buildings have collapsed there as well. It is still a pretty rapidly evolving situation at the moment, so we don't have any details on whether people are trapped under those new buildings or whether or not people have been killed. Certainly in somewhere like certainly in somewhere like Antakya, where we're hearing reports of more buildings collapsed, that city was largely demolished in those first two quakes. So people weren't actually inside any buildings that were left standing there because it was just far too dangerous. They were so badly damaged that there was no way anyone was going back inside there. So it does perhaps provide a little bit of hope that people may have survived this quake.